it is Halloween. I am Death, and I am going to carve up this pumpkin. This is my pumpkin, and I'm going to teach you today how to carve it up appropriately. First, you must prepare, set your stage, lay out your supplies. I have several knives, one of which I am hoping is strong enough to carve up this pumpkin with. I have not pre-tested them. This is a spoon for scooping out the guts, of course. And then, of course, you must plan your area ahead of time with a nice little marker of some sort. As you can see here, I have marked the area where the matter will come out. In most cases, this won't make a big difference in people because they don't have a whole lot in their head anyway. And then we will mark the facial markings ahead of time. I'm going to do the traditional triangle and leave the little pupil on both sides. And then the traditional nose. And then I am going to cut out an area for the mouth. And this is what we call summer teeth. Some are there, some are not. And if you're lucky, in most communities, you'll be lucky to have a full set of teeth between the whole community. My first attempt at this pumpkin, I'm going to try the smallest knife we have. If we were Dexter, we'd start our incision here. We're not. The most important part about taking off the skull of the pumpkin is that you go in on an angle so that the pumpkin top doesn't slide into the pumpkin, or the jack-o'-lantern by then, when you place it back on top. So you gotta make sure you're at a very steep angle, and you just want to follow those lines that you're committed to. So you just want to generally kind of follow those lines, which I apparently can't do because I didn't pass kindergarten, apparently. And just make sure you're taking that nice steep angle so that the pumpkin top does not fall into the head. It doesn't have to be perfect, again, as long as you're on that nice steep angle, you should be able. Now, if you have a proper pumpkin carving kit, you can have a saw-like action, which we are not getting here. With this taunty little knife, because it doesn't really have saw teeth in it. And just make sure that most of the time you're getting that nice steep angle. And I like to take it around another time. Make sure you got it all. And then it should just pop off with ease. Different traditions you can have with your pumpkin carving at your house. I myself like to cook up these pumpkin seeds, in which case you will have to separate them and from the guts and put them in a bowl. Another great tradition is pumpkin pie, of course. And we're just gonna scrape the guts off. If you're into pumpkin pie, you keep these guts and you mush them all up later and combine them with lots of yummy ingredients like nutmeg and cinnamon. And of course your crust, and you can make a delicious pumpkin pie. So, now we get to the gutting process. Some people like to spoon it. I find that very tedious and doesn't really get you where you want to go. In which case, you can go all hands in and just pull out those guts. Now some people are queasy about this. You can do spoons or knives or anything to get these guts out, but you want these guts out because they'll interfere with your tea light. It is good and gooey in here, so that is amazing. Look at all those guts. Guts, guts, guts. And this should be the best part of the pumpkin carving experience, in my opinion. Definitely get hands in. Get sticky, get icky. That's why we have showers, taps, soap, all that good stuff. Get your kids and yourselves into the goo. Get it all over. Try and keep it on your cleanup sheets if you want to be secretive. and not get caught in the middle of pumpkin carving. And of course, the gutting experience is never short nor clean. It will take time to get a good inner pumpkin. You don't want any stuff dripping around when you go in, and you want as much stuff for your pumpkin pie and your pumpkin carving seeds as possible. It's ooey, it's gooey, and it's all about the experience. It's not about how quick you get it done. It's the spirit of Halloween. Halloween is kind of a short holiday. It's just kind of there and gone before you know it. Between picking out costumes and having a day to dress up and doing these pumpkins, you don't have a lot of the traditions that you get around other holidays. And you just gotta get all these stringies out. They'll interfere with your tea light. You don't want your pumpkins to catch on fire by any means. You don't want them to dry up and land in your tea light, so make sure you get it. Even if you take some of the sides of the pumpkin off with it, that's fine. As you can see, we're nice and clean in here. No stringies hanging down that are going to reach down to our tea light and catch the place on fire, so that's really good. And now I'm going to take my biggest knife, mostly because I feel pretty sad that we use the tiny pathetic knife. And we're going to make some incisions for the eyeballs. Ooh, a little bit on an angle there. There we go. I feel like I'm stabbing him right in the face. I feel like a terrible person for just saying that. Alright, and then we'll take the little knife again and we'll try and do this eyeball thing. It mostly never works for me. In the moment of truth. Ha! I did it! Choppy, choppy, choppy. It is amazing looking. You can take, even if you're using Sharpie, you can take off this on the pumpkin. It's all nice and slimy, so it's perfect. Rawr. Eyeball number 2 is on the go. And unless you've accidentally made a mistake, you can go a little wide on these pumpkin faces, because then you get rid of those marker lines before you even you want to go outside of them. Ah. And then, of course, you want to get your pupil in there. And snap. All done. Eyeball number 2. I might take that down a little bit. It's much easier once you've gotten kind of the gist of things out. You can play a little more. All you watch is that you overcut. Like I overcut this one, and that's fine for what I'm doing. But if you get too rough with that eye, you're gonna lose it. Now we got the nose. Ooh, I apparently don't have a very steady hand. Hopefully no one stands too close to me while I do this.
Should I move?
Yep. Are you going to?
Nope.
I actually just recently decided to change my plan, which is always a terrible idea, and give them little nostrils. So we'll see how that plays out. Alright, and the next is the mouth, and depending how many summer teeth you left there, depends on how difficult this is gonna be, for sure. Patience is key with this, because you don't want to stab yourself, and make sure you have time to do this the right way. You definitely don't want any Halloween-related injuries, that's never fun. And getting pumpkin goo in your cuts, not very fun either, so The less cuts, the better. Do not cut yourself, I should say, not less. But yeah. Rah. Rah. This is an old family tradition of mine and one that should continue forever. I hate losing these fun family traditions. I mean, we grew up with them. They were awesome. There's nothing wrong with carving somebody's face. I mean, try not to cut your friends. I mean, always cut towards your chum, because you can always replace your chum. But you can never replace your thumb. And again, fire safety first. We're gonna scrape them out one more time, because after playing with that face, things have dislodged and gotten all stringy again, so you definitely want to make sure there's nothing in there that's going to drip into your candle. Your pumpkin is going to dry out and it's going to become very flammable. Even when it's not flammable, it's not fun. I've carved myself a face. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed Meow Meows Plays Pumpkin Carving. We got a wonderful jack-o'-lantern now, and I just have to clarify, I am not deaf, just a partner of. Meow Meows, you know, and deaf, not really the same thing, just best friends. That's what we do. Thank you all for watching. I hope you subscribe, hope you enjoyed watching, and if you do, comment below and let us know what you like about Meow Meows Plays, because we want to keep doing what's going to keep you coming back and watching more. So thanks again, and till next time.